Do not, I repeat, do not X out of this video or you're going to regret it. Now, I'm sure I've said this before, but this video is probably the most important one that I've ever made to help you with your Amazon business. In this video, I am sharing all of my online arbitrage secrets. I'm going to take you into a deep dive and show you exactly what I do every single day to be able to find products to buy and resell to make money super easily on Amazon. If you don't already know, I'm Cassandra. You are here on Profit Guru, and I am happy to help you to become a Profit Guru and make money on Amazon. Literally, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel. It's completely free. I am here every single week showing up to teach you guys different ways to help you to grow your Amazon business, no matter the strategy. Be it wholesale, arbitrage, online, retail arbitrage, or private label, I am here to help you. If you need additional help, aside from what is offered on this free channel, then I do have a membership where I offer a complete course for super cheap. I also encourage you to remember that your net worth and your network are like this. They're basically best friends. If you want your net worth to go up, then you're going to need the network around you to help you to do that. And because of that, I have built Patreon. So come on over. That is also linked in the description, in the pinned comments. For free, you can join that Patreon community. Or if you want more out of the experience, you can also join one of the paid memberships. All right, let's get into it. What are the very best tips that I can give you to really get into my brain and tell you what I do, how I find these products, what I've learned in the years that I've been doing this? Because I know, starting out, it's hard. It's kind of like looking at a blank canvas and having paint, but not knowing how to paint, if that makes sense. Yeah, there are millions of products that you can sell on Amazon, but the key is being able to find these products. What's selling well? Then on top of that, what can I purchase that I'm going to be permitted to purchase, that the brand is not going to come at me and give me an intellectual property violation? On top of that, if I do find a product that is selling well on Amazon, how do I purchase it? And not just purchase it, but purchase it for a price point where I'm still going to have profit in my pocket after all of the Amazon fees. Because let's face it, Amazon has a lot of fees. It is going up and up and up. They always gradually increase. But boy, I will tell you, it is much harder now than it was 2-3 years ago to make money on Amazon. And because of that, more and more people are quitting. They're quitting before they even really hit the ground running, because this was easy to do. Everyone would be doing it. And then no one would be making any money. So there is a learning curve. There is time investment. There is money investment. There's all of these different components, and you're really going to have to be committed to make it happen. And the very first tip that I'm going to give you, if you are doing arbitrage, be it online arbitrage or retail arbitrage going into the stores, you better be shopping the sales. Let me show you how I start my sourcing every single day with a plan of action and figure out where the best deals are taking place. I like to first start here on Rakuten so that I can see where the best cashback is being offered. This changes by the day. So this is great to every day when you go on to source, check here first, see what's offering the best cashback. Now for Google, this can be amazing for finding new sales. And the more specific you are with the keywords, the better results you're going to get. So if there's something specific that you are looking for, make sure that you refine your search to include those keywords. So right now, I'm just going to keep it kind of broad. I don't really know what I'm looking for at this point when I first start sourcing. Online sales today, that's a good starting point. The second tip that I always do, and you also need to start doing, is using aggregator websites. Basically, what these aggregators do is they compile all of the related data across the web in one place. So this is definitely going to save you time and ensure that you are getting the best deal. Because a huge component that you now need to focus on is how to make profit when there is not any. And there are several different ways that you can stack methods to make lemonade out of lemons. These websites, these are examples of those aggregators. But from here, I really have success coming up to the shopping tab. Now, deals are going to pop up that are going on online, and we can even refine that with some filters. For the category, if there's something specific that I want to sell, I can go ahead and toggle that filter, as well as my favorite is the store. I can choose which stores I'm seeing the products from that are on sale right now. Another great feature that you're going to want to turn on is free shipping. All of these spots where your products have to exchange hands with middlemen, that's eating into your profits. So if you can get free shipping, that's going to be great for you. So I literally just play around. There is no rules here. I will go through, I will choose different filters and just source through what Google is telling me is on sale right now. So let's, for example, pick a store and let's set it here for Target. Now, something else to keep in mind is you can also filter by brand name right down here. So if you have a specific brand that you are ungated in and that you can sell, you can look for those products right here on Google. You can also search by the season, which is great because that's what you should be doing when you come onto Source. You should have some type of plan of action. Sure, maybe you don't know which site you're going to yet because you're going to want to go to where the sales lead you, but you do want to have a plan of action. For example, think about the time of year that you're in. Right now, it's August. And stores already have Halloween out. We're a little late for back to school season, but me personally, my area, not back to school yet. However, you do not have time to ship back to school products to the Amazon warehouse. So in that case, you would want to merchant fulfill them and ship them out yourself. So since we're a little behind, we know that the next big thing coming up that we can really take advantage of, aside from coming into Q4 and looking really at like toys, is going to be Halloween products. Aside from using Google, ChatGPT is my best friend. If you are not already using this, I don't know why. I really don't. This is literally my go-to. It is my mentor in my back pocket who answers all of my questions just like that on demand. So let me show you how I'm using ChatGPT to be a really huge fundamental part of my Amazon business. It is Google on the max amount of steroids. It really is. I use it so much that I run out of data for the day and then I pause and have to wait hours before I can use it again. Literally, there is nothing that you can't use this for. So if you're not already taking advantage of this, you're snoozing and you're losing. So we're thinking about Halloween. Those are the types of sales that we want to be sourcing. So I can say, what are the best Halloween brands that sell well? And now here we have Spirit Halloween, Funko, Disney, so on and so on. So what we want to do at this point, we have from AI which brands are selling the best during the season, right? So now I need to know if I'm even eligible to sell these products. And to do that, we are going to go to our Amazon Seller Central account. And then up here at the top, you're going to go to Add Products. This is a super easy way that you can list your products for FBM, make them active immediately, but it's also a way that we can request approval within categories and brands and see if we're permitted to sell. So I'm going to type in Spirit Halloween. I know from AI that that's a brand that's selling a lot during Halloween. Now I'm going to make sure before I start doing the deep dive into which products I want that I can actually sell this. And to do that, we're just going to select a listing. The condition is new and apply to sell. I can see here with this specific brand, I have a couple options. I can immediately get auto-ungated and sell my used costume. But if I want to sell something new that I'm purchasing from Spirit Halloween, I will have to request approval to sell that brand. Let's go ahead and click that. When I do that, I see that this selling application for the brand pops up. That means I'm denied. I'm not getting auto-ungated. Is that the end? No, you could find an authorized distributor, follow the steps right here, purchase at least 10 units, make sure that you have all of the requirements, and you could on-gate brands and categories that way. But it is an extra hoop. It is an extra hassle. So instead, what I do is I just keep going back and I'll search all of these other brands first to see if those are going to be ungated for me. Now, let me take you over to what we do next after we found a store that has sales going on. We found a brand that is selling super well. We are going to head over to my favorite place, ProfitGuru. Don't act like you don't already know. This is developed by me and my team to meet our specific needs. We are Amazon sellers, and what we focus on is all of the models. So up here, we have the product search. Down here, we have keyword research. That's going to be really great for private label. And all of our tools pretty much work interchangeably for each model. Like I can use the products tab to find opportunities for products that are maybe potentially good private label products. I can also use it to find products that are selling well that I want to sell for arbitrage. Now, what we're going to do right now is go to brands. With the brand name, I can see they have over 2,000 products. So what I can do at this point, if you are afraid of losing a specific brand, a specific seller, a specific product, all you need to do is tag it. And then you can create the tag name and the color that you want for the scheme of that. Then anytime you have products, if you're saving them to, let's say, you have a replens model, you have a bundles model, you have a wholesale model where you're trying to find brands, you can keep all of these different things organized. This brand tab tells me everything I need to know about the brand and if it's something that I want to sell. I can see the ratings, average size, number of products. I like here that the average number of listings is over 1 because if it's only 1, that's really telling me that it's a private label brand and you're going to want to avoid that. For the Spirit Halloween, the FBA sellers is low and Amazon as a seller is 0%. So that's amazing. We don't have to compete with Amazon because typically Amazon's pretty greedy and they like to win the sales. But from here, what we can do is we can go to Spirit Halloween, click on the brand name, and this is what you're going to do for any brand that you have. So first things first, we could go here, we could look at the products, but what's super powerful and that has really escalated my business is right here. This is your rabbit trails. All of these people are already successfully selling this brand. Do you think they're selling products that aren't profitable? Probably not. They're probably already sifting through all of the sheets and they found the ones that are the money makers. So what we do from here is we click on them one at a time, piggyback off of what they're doing. Once I click on that store name, I am now seeing all of the brands that store is selling and how many products it has. I can then jump into the storefront stalker. It really doesn't get easier than this. Anything that you put in here, it's going to tell you the BSR, the best sellers rank, the lower, the better. That's basically telling you how fast they're selling. We have the weight, which we know we really ideally want to be under a pound because that's going to be the most cost effective. Then we can see all of that good data, the lowest price, what we would need to source the product for if we wanted 25% ROI, and if we wanted to just break even, what we would need to buy the product for. From here, there's a variety of things you can do. You can jump into the calculator, make sure that the profits are there. Go into the Amazon listing, because if this is something where you're not building a bundle and you're just jumping onto it, you're going to want to make sure that that listing looks good. You don't want to jump onto listings that are confusing or that say something but deliver something else. So you're definitely going to want to click this button here and hop into the Amazon listing. Me personally, I don't like to sell clothing just because there are so many returns on it and you have to buy so much volume of each different size. It's just not for me. But let's just use this for an example. Now here we can see all the information. We can see our estimated monthly sales, profit calculator. Then here we can see the sellers that are selling these products. So I know that this one is an FBA seller. They're sending the products to the warehouse, which typically those are the main competition. Most buy boxes do favor the FBA sellers. But what we have that nobody else has is the brand access. So right here, I can see that this coat, the brand is Columbia, and they have just over 112,000 products. So if this was something that we could open up an account with, that would be amazing. Let's click on the products. And now it's going to show us based on rank, what is selling the best. It really leaves the guesswork out of it. Once you have a brand that you have access to, come on over to ProfitGuru, plug that brand in, and realize very quickly exactly which products are selling well for that brand. What I also really like this is the capability that we've recently given it to see variations. Because as we know, not all variations sell equally. Here, for example, I can see these Columbia boots, 3 variations. If I click on that, now I'm going to see in order which ones are performing and selling the best. There are also a few other secret strategies that I do that I want to share with you with how I increase profits even further. Most people know about using online coupons, but did you also know that you can message directly on different websites to these brands, to the distributors, to the suppliers, and ask them for an additional discount? I used to do this all the time when Amazon wasn't a thing in my life yet. I'm talking over a decade ago when couponing was really a thing before they put all these limits on coupons because people were really skimming the grocery business with stacking them all and kind of ruined it for everybody. Anywho, a strategy that I learned is that you can message brands and simply be nice. I know. It can be hard to do, but being nice is going to take you a long way in this business. We're going to take that same concept. We are going to message different websites, go to their chat boxes, and simply be nice. Tell them how much we value them. Tell them that we're looking to make a purchase and that we would love to know if they have any offers they can give us for discounts. More times than not, these salespeople will have a discount code at their disposal that they're going to give you. Something else you can think about doing is a credit card. Now, with this, I'm not saying just go and open 100 credit cards. Definitely not. Definitely not. But I do want you to consider doing research, finding a credit card that meets your buying needs and gives you the best cashback options. For example, I buy a lot on Amazon, especially during Christmas time for my family, for my friends, for my children. And every time I make a purchase on Amazon with my Amazon Prime card, I get 5% cash back, which it honestly adds up a lot. And then I use those points to restack on orders. So if I have $50 worth of points, then I place a $50 order, my points cover it. It's free. Which takes me to my next tip, and that is always, always, always utilize the loyalty programs. Most stores have a loyalty program. All you do, you sign up for free, and when you spend money, you are earning rewards. Walgreens is a prime example of this. So many products that they are having on sale each week that I want to buy anyways because they're profitable, they offer register cash back. So then on my next purchase, I have all of this money that I can just apply and get taken off for my next order. Always, always join all of those free loyalty programs. The average seller does not take the time to do these things, and therefore they do not find profit in a lot of products. So if you take those additional steps, seek out coupons using your aggregator, using your ChatGPT, get your loyalty points, redeem those points to get money off of your order. Ask the representatives for coupons. Use those extensions such as Rakuten where you're getting cash back on your purchases. All of these things add up. They might seem small on their own, but when you are stacking all of these things on top of each other, they are really creating excellent opportunities for you to have profit when your competitors do not. As you can see, whenever I go to a website, I have my Rakuten that's automatically popping up. It's telling me exactly what my cashback is. I can activate that. So we have one layer activated. We have that cashback, which is basically like a bonus to me. My Rakuten, it comes in. I'll pop it up here, the most recent one. But it's kind of like, oh, cool, I got some money from Rakuten. I don't count that into my profit margins. Now, the next layer, we can go here and join the club on Adidas. Not too bad. It has free shipping, discount vouchers, members only products. Walgreens is honestly one of my favorite places to source. Now right here, I can see my Rakuten popped up. It's notifying me I have 2% cash back. And it also found 5 coupons. I can stack promo codes on top of the cash back for max savings. On top of that, I also have a Walgreens loyalty card. So every time I spend money, that goes into my Walgreens wallet. And the next time I make a purchase, I can use that to take the money off. So if I have $10 that I earned in rewards, Next time I have a product purchase for $20, I can apply that $10 to it, and now half off. So this makes it really handy for a catch-all. Also, if you are not signed up for these loyalty programs, what you want to do is maybe think about signing up with a catch-all wildcard email. What the wildcard email will do is basically loop that reward. So if it has a 15% to sign up for the loyalty program, which I know is what Big Lots does, before what I was doing, I was creating all of these different Big Lots accounts, so many different emails, and I didn't have to be doing that. Setting up that domain, having a catch-all wildcard email, it allows me to have unlimited access to these codes sent to the inbox. The same inbox, so they're not all over the place. It's a little tricky though. It does open you up to more spam and scammers, but it's a great way to get discounts. From here, something else that I'll do in ChatGPT is think to myself, what brands should I be selling? I have this whole website right here in front of me, and I don't know which brands to source. I can see where the deals are. I can see that we have some up to 50% school. Ooh, but I also see some clearance here, and we are clearance queens. So we're gonna click there, or kings. Looking through the clearance, what I wanna do is look for brands that I know I have access to sell. So right here, I can see some Maybelline. So if I'm ungated in that brand, in that category, chances are they are going to have other products from this brand on Walgreens. So now what I need to figure out is what sells best from this brand. So what I can do is come to the brands tab and look that brand up, or I can come to the products tab and type the brand there. Both of them are going to give me the same data, and now I can see everything I need to know about that product. We've got our variations here. We've got our net after the fees, so that tells us $622 is what I have left to work with for this specific product. This is a really amazing seller. I can see that here from the data. But in order to make money from this product that I know is selling well, I need to be able to get it for less than that price because it's selling for $993. Estimated fees are $371, and that leaves us with a net of $622. Also, don't forget, we're going to have to pay for shipping to the Amazon warehouse, which these are light, it's super cheap. It's maybe a quarter per unit that I like to estimate, but it still eats into your profits. So you want to take that into account. But this is how you're able to find out which products from the brands you're able to sell are the ones that you actually want to buy because they're performing well. This takes all of the guesswork out, and it makes it so that I'm really not putting too much of a risk into the products that I'm purchasing because I can see right here from the data that the product sells well. So I feel confident in purchasing it because I can see the rank, I can go in, I can see the historical data, make sure that this is a steady price, all of those good things before I pull the trigger so that I can buy in confidence knowing that I'm going to make money off of this. The next secret strategy that I use to make profit when there initially is not any, this should not come as a surprise if you are a frequent flyer here. If you're not, make sure you subscribe to this channel because I'm here every single week trying to help you, teach you different strategies so that you can grow an amazing online business to provide you, hopefully, financial freedom and freedom from your 9 to 5. Because let's face it, that's the goal we all want. And that all starts right here with learning. And what I've learned is bundles. Building bundles is an excellent way to get rid of competition. You're combining related products that complement each other so the customer is more satisfied. They want your bundle over the competitor that's not offering the additional complementary products. And you are making more profit because you are charging a higher price point for these products. Final pro seller tip that I want to talk to you about, I honestly think is the most important one, and that is discussing mindset. Success in the Amazon marketplace, it truly does require taking the initiative to learn independently. To really thrive as an Amazon seller, you need to cultivate a growth mindset. This literally means being able to step out of your comfort zone, try new software, learn from experiences, even when the path isn't fully clear and you get knocked down 5 times in a row. Get back up 6 times. I know software can be intimidating. When I first started looking at things like Keepa, it looked foreign. Looking at a video of somebody reading a Keepa chart and they just seemed to be so fluent in doing it, I thought to myself, this looks like nothing to me. It's just lines. Like, I'm not ever going to get this. And then as I looked at more and more and more, now it's like a second language. But that is anything in life. If you want to be good at something, it's going to take time. It's going to take effort. If this was easy, everybody would be doing it, and their mothers and their grandmothers, and there really wouldn't be any profit for anybody. The best way to master this all is with self-learning and hands-on exploring. Being an Amazon seller is literally a journey of continuous learning, especially because Amazon and how things work are continually changing and adapting. Even when you do put in all the time and effort and the self-initiative and learning and you think you know it all, things are constantly changing. So you are always on the lookout for changing with it so that you can excel with those changes. Truly, I need you to believe in your ability to self-discover and to learn something new every single day. And then to keep building off of these experiences until you get to the point where you do feel like a competent seller. It's not going to happen overnight, and it does take time. Everything you need, though, is right here on this channel. That is why I'm here. I do have such strong empathy. I know what it's like to struggle with this and not have anyone to turn to. And that is why I've implemented a paid subscription to this YouTube, super cheap, and you are going to get a very long and extensive course, all in order of videos that you're going to learn A to Z how to sell. No stone will be unturned. After you watch these quick hit and run videos, you're going to be able to start selling and making money. And then you're also going to come on over to my free Patreon and join that community, because your net worth is your network. So if you're not networking already, head on over to my Patreon and join for free. Start talking to people, meeting people, collaborating, and building a network so that you can grow your net worth. Surround yourself with people that have the same goals, the same initiatives as you. People that are going to help you to achieve these goals, that are going to push you to do more than you think that you can do, even on those months when you fall down, because that is going to happen. It happens to everybody. You need a network of people that you trust that's going to lift you back up and tell you, hey, dust off your boots, let's go. It's a new month, it's a new day, let's go source. And with all of these strategies that I've just told you in this video, you really can make lemonade out of lemons. Be profitable where other sellers don't see profit, because you're not being lazy. You're taking the extra steps to get there and squeeze profit out. I rely my success on my ability to deal with software, to not be afraid of software. And I understand now that I'm like the older generation. I remember thinking when I was younger, like, oh my gosh, my grandparents like don't even understand the flip phone. They don't even know what AOL is. They don't appreciate that I need to really think about and spend time on my away message. If you know, you know. Let me know down below if you know. Would be a big indicator that we're from the same era. But if you want to be a self-starter, a self-learner, you can't be afraid of technology like our previous generations, older generations were. I hate to say that because I hate to think of myself as old. So let's embrace what we have. We are living in a technological society. AI, they have said for the new upcoming, what do they call them? The something alphas. AI is just going to be a way of life. It is developing so fastly that we need to be taking advantage of it now if we want to stay ahead. We've literally built ProfitGuru because it's what we need. It's what I need to find my products, see the back end data, find my brands, to find my distributors, to see everything I need to do, to find my private label products, to get those keywords. We've built that into ProfitGuru because it's exactly what we need to run our business, and we know it's what you're going to need as well. So don't be afraid to use it. Look down below. I am going to link a discount code exclusively for you guys that have stuck along with me this far into the video to give you a discount off of ProfitGuru. One of the big key components to me when looking at all of these different software that did exist before ProfitGuru was being all comprehensive. All in one. I don't want somebody to want to do arbitrage, wholesale, private label, and buy all of these different software, that eats into your profits. That's going to waste so much money. That is why I spent so much time learning each strategy. Not that I want to be a full-blown seller in each strategy, but I really wanted to understand what it took, the concepts, the research, the data points, all of that, so that I could build it into the software. So no matter what model you are doing, if you're interchangeably going between models, which I also like to do, all that you need is ProfitGuru. Your historical data, your profit calculators, your product research tools, your Keepa, everything is there. We built this for ourselves because this is what we wanted and we needed to grow our business and be successful. And I'm so happy to come here every week and share it with you guys so that you can do the same. I thank you so much for being here with me, hanging out with me until the end. I really hope that this video brought you a lot of value. And I took a lot of time unleashing all of my secrets here. So these are the strategies that I do every single day. And if you start doing these too and you become comfortable and fluid with doing them, you're going to easily build a huge catalog. If you enjoyed this content, you can show your thanks by subscribing to this channel and by joining my free Patreon, which you can find linked down below in the description and in the comment. I'm thankful to have you because without you here, I don't get to come here and do what I enjoy doing, which is sharing, teaching, showing you guys how to use these strategies so that you can build a successful business. Without you and your support and your viewership and your subscriptions, this wouldn't be possible. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I hope this was very informative for you, and I'll catch you in the next video.